On the campaign trail last year, Donald Trump attacked the influence of lobbyists in Washington.
Well, you have to stop listening to lobbyists. You know, I was not a big person for lobbyists.
They're snakes.
They get a lot of money.
But after winning, Trump quickly changed course.
Incoming Chief of Staff Susan Wiles, incoming Attorney General Pam Bondi both cut their teeth at Florida-based lobbying firm Ballard Partners.
With Wiles installed as Trump's top aide and Bondi leading the Department of Justice, Ballard Partners has become the most powerful lobbying firm in Washington. Since the election, Ballard has registered a record 41 new clients, more than double any other firm during the same period. And the number is still rising. So who is Ballard Partners? And which companies are hiring the lobbyists with Trump's ear? We poured through lobbying disclosures to uncover what corporate America wants from a second Trump term. At the helm of Ballard Partners is Brian Ballard. Ballard worked as a lobbyist for Trump's Florida businesses starting in the 90s, and later became a top fundraiser for Trump. Susie Wiles, Trump's new chief of staff, joined Ballard Partners in 2011 and would go on to run Trump's Florida effort 5 years later. After Trump's victory in 2016, Ballard and Wiles established a Washington office and quickly became known as the people who could get you in with the president. Matt Gaetz told Politico in 2018, "Even as a friend of the president, sometimes I have to call Susie Wiles to get my way." That influence paid off. During Trump's first term, Ballard raked in $70 million in lobbying fees. After making millions as a lobbyist with Ballard, Wiles took a job as Trump's campaign manager in 2024.
Susie likes to stay sort of in the back, let me tell you. The ice maiden, we call her the ice maiden.
Also joining Trump's White House is Pam Bondi. As a Ballard lobbyist, Bondi represented Uber, Amazon, the private prison company Geo Group, and the government of Qatar. As Attorney General, she'll be responsible for scrutinizing many of those former clients.
Why do you believe your work as a lobbyist does not constitute potential conflicts of interest?
And I am very proud of the work that I did. It was a short time, and I wish it had been longer for Qatar.
Now that former Ballard lobbyists occupy key positions in the Trump administration, corporations are rushing to the firm. Ballard's new client list reveals corporate America's blueprint for the next 4 years, and the stakes for everyone if they succeed. The top priority, tax cuts.
I think the Trump administration is going to try to reduce the regulatory burden that the industry faces.
The oil giant Chevron hired Ballard in early December to lobby for the renewal of Trump's 2017 tax cuts. The Tax Cuts and Jobs Act, which reduced the corporate tax rate from 35% to 21%, was a boon for the company. Chevron alone received $2 billion in tax savings in 2017. Apparently, it wasn't enough.
And now we're going to take the 21% down to 15%, which makes us the most competitive nation in the world.
The change would give the 100 largest American companies a total estimated annual tax cut of $48 billion. Chevron would save $256 million a year, while most families would get less than $1 a day. Priority number 2, crypto.
I think it's clear that Donald Trump embraced crypto and crypto embraced Donald Trump.
After the crypto industry mounted a $135 million campaign to elect Donald Trump and other crypto-friendly politicians, crypto companies Ripple Labs, Blockchain, and Kraken owner Payward all hired Ballard. It's already paying off. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse met with Trump earlier this month.
The United States will be the crypto capital of the planet and the Bitcoin superpower of the world, and we'll get it done.
The crypto industry was prosecuted during the Biden administration for rampant fraud. Its first priority under Trump, looser regulations.
Yeah, I mean, it's really the dawn of a new day for crypto, and the energy was just palpable throughout the room.
The industry is also lobbying Trump to create a Bitcoin stockpile in the federal government and integrate crypto more fully into the global financial system.
But I think he is excited about it. I mean, he really wants to be the first Bitcoin president.
Third, we have tariffs.
To me, the most beautiful word in the dictionary is tariff, and it's my favorite word. It needs a public relations firm.
The Toy Association, Italian tire maker Pirelli, and Apotex, a Canadian pharmaceutical corporation, all retained Ballard recently to lobby on tariffs. Trump has promised a 10 to 20% universal tariff, 25% on goods coming from Mexico and Canada, and tariffs as high as 60% on Chinese goods.
We're going to charge them and bring back millions and millions of jobs by doing so, and billions of dollars.
Companies that import most of their products into the US, instead of manufacturing them here, are terrified by the prospects of higher tariffs. Tariffs on toys are currently 0.1%. Toy prices would increase by up to 56% under Trump's tariffs proposal. But there is one proven way to avoid tariffs, and it's the key to why these companies suddenly want to work with Ballard. A 2021 study found that during Trump's first term, tariff exemptions were more likely to be approved when they came from lobbying firms connected to Republicans. Priority number 4, energy.
With my actions today, we will end the Green New Deal and we will revoke the electric vehicle mandate.
Since the election, renewable energy and battery companies Clarios, Constellation Energy, and Fluence Energy have all hired Ballard. One of the key fights over the next 4 years will be whether we continue to build out clean renewable energy or double down on fossil fuels. President Biden signed legislation that invests $1.2 trillion into the build-out of renewable energy, dramatically expands electric vehicle production in the U.S., and creates thousands of manufacturing jobs.
This new law also provides tax credits that's going to create tens of thousands of good-paying jobs, clean energy manufacturing jobs.
Trump and Republicans in Congress have vowed to roll back this legislation.
Well, I think we're going to see a lot of deregulatory actions on energy and then the environment. There's a whole slew of rules that President Biden put through that really have, that Trump will signal right away that he's going to get rid of.
Renewable energy companies like Clarios, Constellation, and Fluence want to see these tax credits kept in place. At stake are millions of dollars, thousands of new jobs, and the fight against climate change. Lastly, corporate America has a key consumer protection agency in its crosshairs. The Invictus Collective, an investment advisor for ultra-high net worth families, and payday lender Advanced Financial Administration are new Ballard clients with a particular interest in one agency, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau.
And we had organizations that were looking into us that were not really involved with social media, I think the CFPB, this financial. I don't even know what it stands for.
Tech billionaires like Mark Zuckerberg and Mark Andreessen allege that the CFPB pressured banks to terminate the bank accounts of people whom the Biden administration disagreed with politically. In reality, the CFPB has actually fought debanking. But Andreessen, wealthy individuals represented by Invictus Collective, and payday lenders like Advanced Financial are furious with the CFPB for other reasons.
He has specific investments in companies, 2 of them that I can think of, one called LendUp and one called Synapse, that have both been put out of business by the Consumer Financial Protection Agency for stealing from customers. All right, or for collapsing and costing people their life savings.
Now, as a result of the CFPB's aggressive actions to defend consumers, it has won over $21 billion from more than 200 million Americans. A fight is brewing over the future of the agency. On the first day of his second term, with former Ballard lobbyist and now Chief of Staff Susie Wiles by his side, Trump signed dozens of executive orders. Among them was one that didn't get much attention. Trump revoked a Biden executive order that instructed outgoing officials not to use their government service for private gain, not to accept gifts from lobbyists, not to lobby for 2 years after government work, and not to accept bribes. So when Trump says,
Above all, you deserve leadership in Washington that does not answer to the lobbyists, to the bureaucrats, or to the corrupt special interests, but answers only to you, the hardworking citizens of America.
Know the truth. With corporate lobbyists embedded in the highest levels of government, Ballard Partners and their corporate clients are in an ideal position to shape policy and profit from it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to get more stories like this one. And if there's a story you'd like More Perfect Union to cover next, please drop it in the comments below.